Welcome to another episode of MindShift with MinistaMike. This is Maxim number 5, the Maxim of Change. And the things that we'll be talking about is majorly embracing the catalyst, transforming pain into powerful emotional evolution, transforming your pain into powerful emotional evolution. Maxim of Change. You know you need to change. You've known it for months or maybe for years. You've made the lists, all right? You have the goals. You've set them. You have even some plans. You've bought the courses. You've attended the seminars. You've told yourself time and time again that this time I will actually do it. And yet, nothing changes. The weight stays, the job stays, the relationship stays, the fear stays, the mediocrity stays. And then you ask yourself, why can't I just change? Why can't I just be better for myself? Here is the brutal truth that separates the transformed from the stagnant. People do not change until the pain of staying the same is worse than the pain of changing. People do not change until the pain of staying the same is worse than the pain of change. See, hitting rock bottom compels a bounce, and that bounce is change. So if you are someone who refuses to wait for rock bottom, who wants to proactively evolve before crisis forces you to evolve, I want you to stay with me today, because today we are breaking down Maxim 5 of the 26 fundamental and foundational maxim for an optimized life, the Maxim of Change. And I want to do a shout out to MJ DeMarco. He inspired this. See, and I'm going to show you why you cannot and you don't have to wait until everything falls apart to finally transform your life. I want us to name the threats that we are facing clearly, because you cannot act on what you refuse to feel or what you refuse to acknowledge is wrong, all right? So right now, your life is comfortable enough. It's not great, but it is not also terrible. The pain is not acute enough. The suffering is not loud enough. So what do? We tolerate it. You tolerate it. We adapt. You adapt to it. You tell yourself, it is not that bad. It is not that bad. At least we thank God we are alive. But here's the problem with that. The gap between where you are and where you want to be creates a slow, quiet suffering that is more dangerous than rock bottom. And here's what this does to your transformation. Your potential is slowly suffocated. You just live a life of mediocrity. Every day you stay the same is a day you don't become who you are meant to be, who you could become. The death of potential is slow, but it is absolute. It will surely happen. Your tolerance for mediocrity grows. The longer you accept less, the more you normalize less, and the more you settle for it. Your standards drop. Your dreams shrink. Then you start believing that good enough is actually enough. You wait for a crisis that may never come. See, some people hit rock bottom. Some people die before they ever do. And some people live their entire lives in the gray zone. They are not suffering enough to change, but they are not happy enough to really live or be alive. This is not just about avoiding pain. I'm not advocating for that. This is a survivor issue for your life, for your spirit, for your soul, for your mind. If you cannot feel the pain of stagnation, you will stay stuck until something forces you to move. And that something might come too late or might not even come at all. So the threat is not the pain of change. It is the comfort of staying the same. So if you are someone who refuses to settle for good enough, if you are tired of waiting and waiting for a crisis to finally wake you up, if you are a builder, a creator, a protagonist, a soul that is committed to becoming your highest version, this maxim is your call to action. But this is where we draw the line. We have to separate the boys from the men. This message is not for the people who want to stay comfortable. It's not for you. It isn't for those who prefer the familiar pain of stagnation over the unknown pain of growth. This is not for you. It is not for you who say, I will change when I have to. At least it's not that bad. This video is not for you. This is for the few people, the ones who know that waiting for rock bottom is a gamble with their own life, with your only life, and they cannot afford to take that gamble. The ones who understand that the best time to change is when you still have the strength and the mind to choose to change. This is for the transformed ones who are ready to stop waiting for a crisis and start creating a catalyst. So if you are ready to trade comfort for evolution, you are in the right place. And while you are here, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Now, I want to paint a picture on the other side of this maxim so that you see what you will gain when you leave this maxim. See, imagine looking back on your life and you realize that you did not wait. You did not need to hit the rock bottom before you change. You had the courage to change when you still had the strength to choose your life's direction. I want you to picture yourself evolving proactively, not reactively. You don't wait for the relationship to collapse. You do the inner work now, or you let go of the relationship. You don't wait for the health scare. You start moving now. You start exercising now. You did not wait for the business to totally fail. You pivot to something else within the same ecosystem that sells. When you stop waiting for crisis, you stop being a victim of circumstances and you become the architect of your own evolution. You build momentum before you need the momentum itself. You develop capacity before the test of life arrives. You transform your own life because you choose to, not because life forces you to, not because you have to, because you choose to. This is the optimized life, not avoiding pain. I'm not advocating for that, but you choose the productive pain of growth over the destructive pain of mediocrity or stagnation. You move from a state of waiting to a state of creating, from being pushed by life to pulling yourself forward yourself. Even though transformation doesn't happen overnight, and I'm not advocating for you to change immediately, but you can take a first step today. You've even taken one by watching this video, but this is the catalyst protocol that I'm recommending that you take. For the next 5-7 days, you can choose the days yourself. I want you to apply this 3 micro habits to your life, and the first one is feel the gap. Feel it. Fill the gap. Sit in silence for 5 to 10 minutes every single day and ask yourself, where am I tolerating mediocrity? Where am I staying stuck because the pain is not bad enough yet? I want you to feel that discomfort. Don't numb it. Don't silence it. Don't push it down. Let it motivate you. And number 2, create artificial discomfort. Don't wait for life to force you to grow. Challenge yourself intentionally. If it is being scared of a cold shower, take a cold shower. Have the difficult conversation. Start the project that you've been avoiding. Make yourself uncomfortable. It builds your capacity for change. And number 3, define your enough is enough. Define it for yourself. Write down exactly what you will no longer tolerate in your life, your boundaries, your standards, your non-negotiables. Then commit. I will change before I hit the rock bottom. I will choose my own evolution. That is commitment, and you stay true to it. See, rock bottom is a luxury that you cannot afford to wait for. It is not something you can gamble your life on. Some people hit rock bottom and they bounce. Some people hit it and they stay there. They never bounce back. And some people never hit it at all. They just stay in the middle. They slowly sink until they disappear. But you, nah, you don't need to wait for the bottom. You have something better. You have the courage to feel the pain of staying the same. You have it, and you have the discipline to act on it. See, change is hard. I'm not going to lie to you, but staying the same is harder. The pain of growth is temporary, but the pain of regret, that one lasts forever. So choose your pain, choose your change, choose your evolution. Choose it right now. This is Maxim number 5. I want you to embrace the catalyst. I want you to transform before you have a need to transform. This is Maxim number 5, and I am MinistaMike. I will see you in the next Maxim. Bye for now.